Chief is a family-owned, Nebraska-based company comprised of 7 diverse brands. Chief, trusted, tested, true.
I'm working in the shop this morning, working on the combine, and I hear a bunch of commotion outside. There's a plow and I think it's a D7 dozer outside, and they're putting in fiber, so we're gonna have good internet now. Sorry about the extremely dirty windows, but that's a plow for fiber, and I know it's a D6 dozer.
Isn't this interesting? We have a lot going on in the front yard. It is another extremely dreary day. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's not really raining. It's kind of misting, and the corn head is not put back together yet, so no harvest today. It's been doing the dreary, misty thing all night, and the water is kind of starting to accumulate. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's Friday the 13th. Are you nervous, Grant?
I honestly didn't know until you said something. So.
Well, it's a good thing we're not superstitious because we have things we need to fix today. Okay, Grant, what exactly is going on? It kind of looks like they're in our new grass.
They did dig up our new grass, but I made sure they didn't hit any sprinkler lines. They're very nice guys. And so then they're gonna plow fiber from the line that's here to the house down the road. So I don't know exactly what's gonna go on, but
interesting.
There's lots of tracks and diesel equipment, so I'm like, oh yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I want that exact dozer.
That's the dozer you need right there?
D6.
You guys know I'm not a big fan of dualies on pickup trucks, but there is something about a welding rig on the flatbed and the dually pickup, and specifically that one, it is so cool looking.
It's like, if any of you farmers there are familiar with tile, it's very similar to that, just on a much smaller scale.
The gravel road that thing is going into is packed like concrete. You guys know what fiber means, right? That means faster, better YouTube videos for you guys.
Should we go check out the hole they dug in our yard?
I'm a little scared too, but I think we better go see it. The weather outside is just absolutely so cold and windy. I could not believe how deep into that gravel road they dug. Then this is what they took out for the grass, and kind of sad, but they put it all back when they were done, and it didn't look too bad at all. I think they did a pretty good job. What a weird process. Just something I don't know anything about. Fun to watch.
Out here mowing along the edge of the field because this stuff gets all overgrown. I didn't want the all that extra grass coming in, getting wrapped around the snoot of the outside edge of the corn head. But when I was doing that, I broke the skid steer and I drained all of the hydraulic oil out of it.
Oh no! That seems to be a recurring theme this harvest.
So it'll be an easy fix. It drained, I broke the case drain fitting off, and so it literally drained all of the hydraulic fluid out of the tank. So I pretty much was stuck there, and I had to walk home.
There she sits.
There it is. So I was just getting finished up, and I was dumping all of the extra like leaf material off the top. So I raised up the mower and was shaking it off, and I think the hose had bound up somewhere and was broken off.
What a bummer. But you think it'll be an easy fix?
Yeah, we just gotta go get the part.
Is that a corn cob?
It's a real farmer fix. I was trying to save some hydraulic oil from leaking all over the ground, but I don't know how much it actually saved because it was dumping out of there.
We have returned home with the part in hand and may have also made a slight pit stop at a harvest lunch that the co-op was putting on with a bunch of area farmers, since really nobody's in the field today. So it was nice to get to see some neighbors, eat a steak sandwich fresh off the grill. That was pretty fun. And some really, really delicious cupcakes. But it's time to fix the Bobcat. And I have to say, Grant, even if this is an easy fix, I'm not really looking forward to it purely because of the weather. It's not very nice outside.
So windy outside.
We're in the shop. I'm just going to open this up so we can see what size wrench we need to bring out there, because like we said earlier, the Bobcat is kind of out in the middle of the section. What size are we thinking, Grant?
Apparently bigger than that.
Ooh, bigger than that?
Yeah, that's a 3/4. Deeper drawer.
15/16?
Money.
That is the right size, right there.
Okay.
Pepper, do you want to come on a little ranger ride with us? Here's some kittens huddled up on the mower. Here's one of them. A lot of questions about what are going to happen to the kittens, and I believe we have found loving homes for all of them. But selfishly, I'm gonna keep them around here for just a little bit longer.
Laura, I think we really need to clean up the mess that the cats have made.
I would have to agree with you. I don't know if it's all their fault, maybe partly ours, but this area of the machine shed has seen some better days, certainly for cleanliness and organization wise.
When the kittens first started moving around, they knocked over this shelf, which had all of these jugs on it, and they have been playing in the bottles ever since.
Come on, Pepper, let's go. I think she likes that it's warm and out of the wind. Can't even tell where that big hole was. Even the grass looks pretty good. I think Pepper wants to drive. Okay, hopefully by keeping the camera inside the Ranger, I can keep the wind noise at a minimum. Grant removed the corn cob that he was using as a plug and is now removing the old broken fitting. Here is the broken piece. Look at that. Just sheared right off. There's a spring that goes in there, and then the new fitting. Just screws right on. Very curious. Got it tight?
Yep.
Ooh.
Now I gotta try to get the old fitting out, which I should have brought a vice grip to get that out, but...
Is that the remnants of all the seeds you were trying to tip off?
Yeah. I think we'll just have to get that back to the shop to get that out. So, mower is hooked up, but it won't run.
I think a big part of working with your spouse is equal division of labor. I got the first stay in the warm part of the Ranger. Now Grant gets to enjoy the warmth for a little bit. drive it home. Moment of truth. And the hydraulics work. Oh, that's a good sign. Now we just use this to drive forward. I'm gonna have Grant drive beside me and check the hydraulic level for a little while just to make sure it doesn't go down any. Driving a skid steer feels very much like playing a video game. You have your little joysticks, all sorts of different fun attachments you can put on, and you're in your own little caged in world. It's really fun. This is a 2019 Bobcat T595. So it's got the 2 speeds, you can drive it a little bit faster. And it has tracks, and it works for us perfectly. Oh, there's Grant Pepper in there. Bobcat is safely back in the yard and repaired, which feels really good. It's always nice when everything can be at home, parked where it's supposed to be, and fixed. So when we're ready to use it next time, it is good to go. We are still waiting on the gearbox that we took off in yesterday's video to be rebuilt. As soon as that is, we can get it all put back together. Our corn head will be fully operational again, and we can get back in the field once the weather starts to cooperate. It is just miserable outside right now. So regularly scheduled harvest content will be here shortly, but until then, I'm still posting videos daily, except for Sundays during harvest. I'm working really hard to crank out very up-to-date content for you guys so everyone can stay informed and totally on the same page. I appreciate your viewership, your commenting, your likes, your suggestions, your subscriptions. It all means the world. I'm having a really fun time kind of bringing all of you guys along on my day-to-day life on the farm in Nebraska. You guys are a fun audience to just kind of share the journey with. So I appreciate you being here, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.